Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another video. Brand new champion coming into raid, and it's not a fusion this time. It's actually a reward for all players, but yeah, do not get your hopes up because it will be a pain to pick him up, but it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna cover his kit in the video and how you'll be able to get this champion. We don't have the exact details on when he is gonna be available in the game, but he does look cool. I mean, we're gonna get a horse in the game, so you guess already that he's gonna be a skinwalker. Looks pretty cool. It reminds me honestly of Dragonair video, a game I was doing lots of videos on like a couple of months ago, and there was actually a legendary in there who was a horse, basically a really cool tank, and I think they kind of copied it from there. But let's go and have a look at Marius the Gallant skills and everything, and do some theory crafting on how he's going to be useful, because I think he's going to be mind-blowingly good and useful for both the arenas, live arena, tag arena, wherever you want to use him. Obviously PvE, and I'm thinking Hydra plus whatever other content they have him available in. So moving to this side, Marius the Gallant has the Auric Lance skill, AoE attack on his A1 that applies Enfeeble at a 50% chance when you book it out, because you're gonna book it out. 50% chance to apply Enfeeble is insane, because Enfeeble forces weak hits on you, because if you can apply it on bosses, then that means the bosses will not be able to apply any of their decreased turn meter effects. They won't be able to apply any poisons, HP burns, steal turn meter. They won't be able to steal your buffs. They won't be able to do anything. It's just going to be a very weak hit, barely doing anything. And if you can apply it consistently, then you're winning basically, because it's going to be an amazing debuff to have on the Hydra heads as an example, which opens the question, are we going to have Enfeeble immune bosses? And now with the added live arena area bonuses for different areas of the game, like Centranos, Faction Wars, Doom Tower, are we going to get higher difficulties for those areas, which make some debuffs, which will make the enemies immune to some debuffs, such as stun maybe, and Feeble is an example. I don't know. It just opens up questions, because this will be a very powerful void legendary that everybody will be able to get their hands on. Defensive based as well. So what else can you ask? And that is only his A1 so far. Death or Glory. Talk about a name for a skill, guys. Attacks all enemies 3 times. Each hit decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. I mean, this is amazing by itself. It's very similar to what Timid has, but just remember that when you are trying to decrease Stone Skin, if you're thinking about using it against Stone Skin has a 50-50 chance to reduce it. So against a 1-turn Stone Skin, this should be able to actually remove it. Against a 2-turn Stone Skin, that's 50-50 times 3. The chances to actually remove the whole thing will be very low, but it's still going to be very useful at a 3-turn cooldown, no doubt about it. His A3 Galloping Thunder, increased accuracy buff and an increased defense buff on all allies for 3 turns. So he's already great for boosting up defensive based nukers, and himself also with the increased accuracy, and then places a stun on the enemy with the highest turn meter for 1 turn. So if they don't have Stone Skin, they're gonna get stunned, and you'll be able to control the fight a little bit better. He's gonna have so many uses in arena, and then also get the extra turn, so you can do that, and then you do your A2. Sounds amazing. It already is another possibility to be reducing your cooldowns with this. I can see him being used in a Relentless set and just be so annoying in the Hydra, just completely removing any buffs that may happen to be on the bosses, and also applying Enfeeble all the time with the Relentless. Having multiple procs in there, it equals many more chances to do your basics. So insane by itself. And then this champion is immune to turn meter reduction effects and decreased speed debuffs. That is pretty nice. Whenever an enemy changes form or attempts to decrease this champion's turn meter, counterattacks using this champion's default skill. So this is very useful against the mythical champions, and very useful against any turn meter control, even something as simple as masteries. Because if you guys remember, and he also has an aura for 35% in defense. If you guys remember, this is very crucial thing. We all pretty much have, at least on our PvP champions, we have this mastery on the support tree, right here called Evil Eye. Okay, bad example showing Sifi, but you need accuracy for it to land. Do I have it on Venus as an example? Evil Eye, when you target, you can decrease turn meter, so that will be proccing the horse. We're all gonna call him the horse, right? So that will be proccing his counter attack. He's gonna be doing an AoE attack with Enfeeble. I can see him being so annoying with stun set, and with all the AoEs that he'll be doing, he's just gonna be a very controlling defensive based champion. I wonder on his multipliers. I highly doubt they will be high as a defensive based crowd controlling hero that he looks. I don't think they'll be doing so much to make him a high damage dealer as well, but I would be pleasantly surprised for that. And the real question here is, how do you get him, coldbrew? Well, the answer to that is similar missions to how you progress through and pick Ramantu. So after you finish Arbiter, another line here will be added, which will be basically the hunt for Marius, and will be alongside Ramantu. It will not be after Ramantu, it will be alongside Ramantu. So imagine just a line on top of here from Arbiter, and you can be doing those missions at the same time as the Ramantu ones, but do not expect them to be the same difficulty as the Ramantu missions. As from the information they've given us, it will be 100 new progress missions divided into 3 groups, very similar to what we have right now for Ramantu. There will be a total of 120 new progress missions. New missions will focus on the following features. Live arena, I know you guys hate it. The comments on my video yesterday were pretty clear on that, but that will be the reality. Live arena, Curse City, which is very limiting to depending on your roster. Hydra, again, very, very difficult. Champion Awakening, I hope that does not mean have a 6-star awakened champion, but I think many of the endgame players already have some, and I hope it's retroactive so I don't need to save up my awakenings. I hope it's retroactive. Gear Ascension, that might be like go farm the Sand Devil or go farm the Phantom Shogun. And of course, just as always, you'll be able to receive various rewards for completing each task. That's pretty cool. Probably it's gonna be rewards like I'm guessing crests, I'm guessing mythical chaos ores and stuff that we get already, but not similar to what we had for, let's say, the Arbiter missions or the Ramantu missions. And yeah, you'll be able to get this guy. They did not make clear on whether it's going to be a specific champion needed to empower this one. But if we have a look at the empowerments that we currently have for Void Legendaries, we have a look at Lydia. You need copies of Visix to get Lydia empowered. Kind of difficult to get. Other Voids, such as Euros, you need Little Miss Annie, which she's getting buffed now. So one more reason to not feed it into Mithrala. You need Blind Seer copies. Then we have Ramantu, which is Chagor, which is a big waste of Chagor. He's very useful now for the Sand Devil, although he doesn't make a team 100% chance to beat the Sand Devil. He really helps out. We have Jinro with Jingwon. You don't care about those two. Quintus with Baron. And then we have the Blade Master Fatalis with Tremaria copies. So my guess, what is my guess? I don't know. My guess is gonna be something along the lines of a Void of the same faction. So a Void of the same faction, Cornar, Tumizia, Leorius. It's looking like it's gonna be Cornar, because it's like a support for support, but I could be completely wrong. Tumizia and Leorius are both attack based, so it's one of these three. It's one of these three that it's gonna be the food needed to empower him. Obviously, we'll know when he's live into the game. Maybe it's like a new Skinwalker coming into the game, and then that being the champion needed. But it's a good educated guess that the empowerment required will be, let me click again here, will be something from its own faction. So I can see this very similar theme that they're following with the same faction. being fed into for the empowerment. So it's gonna be one of those three in terms of voids. If it's a non-void, I'll be completely surprised, but I doubt it, highly doubt it. They've never done a non-void to empower a void, so why would they do it now? And yeah, he's gonna be a complete game changer. The problem with Timid the Fool, which is one of the reasons why I didn't go for Timid the Fool, is that I didn't find his kit that useful, and I just wanted to take a break from all the fusions and stuff at the time. It's that this duration of this decrease that you're doing cannot completely remove Stone Skin 100% chance. It's a 50-50 each of the 3 times that he'll be attacking. It's a triple hit attack. It's gonna be 50-50, 50-50, 50-50. As I said, it's better than Timid the Fools because this one decreases duration by 3 turns. So this one just has that 1 50-50 chance. So it's better in that sense. You have more roll of the dice, I guess. So if you're feeling lucky, you can actually reduce the Stone Skin buffs. But the problem is still there, the Stone Skins. And if you are somebody who's facing that a lot, maybe you have other ways to fight that. But I still think his kit is very strong, very similar actually to what Androck has in terms of the Enfeeble. Where's Enfeeble? Is it on his, oh, his other form probably. Obviously I don't have this guy, but this is just insane. A 3-turn cooldown. If enemies have 50% HP or less, the Enfeeble cannot be removed, and applies it for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. This is just insane to apply on the bosses for the Hydra. So if you have something like a consistent provoke, you will not be able to get cleansed regardless. So this Enfeeble becomes extremely strong. I wonder if they'll be adding the new difficulties for Hydra, for the dungeons, for what else? Clan boss. They haven't touched clan boss for years and years now. So maybe something new is coming into the game that will be immune to Enfeeble and some of these debuffs. The Great Void. So this might be coming in by the end of the year. So hopefully we'll be able to progress through and finish those missions by the end of the year. My hope is I can finish and pick that new champion up before the summer. That will be my goal, but we don't know the patch date. So if it's, let's say, for example, if it's in April, the patch that is coming for the new champion, then I would have about 3 to 4 months to actually finish it, which is hopeful, but yeah, I guess we'll make it work. So this was the video, guys. What do you think of Marius, the new horse champion coming into raid? Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. See ya.